Just doing a quick unboxing video of the new Nikon D3200. I got it yesterday and I figured just make a quick video of just unboxing, show you guys what's inside the box. You know, pretty basic stuff. Warranty, manual. Here we have the camera. I just want to show you guys a close-up. This is what the camera looks like. Size-wise, it's very similar to D3100, maybe slightly bigger, but it's definitely much smaller than D7000. Obviously, the dials and everything pretty much same as D3100. Same with your LC, the back of the screen. I can't remember if the info sign was there in D3100 or not. This here is very similar to D7000. You have the mic, HDMI, USB, and that's for your GPS. This is where you change the aperture from if you're shooting in manual mode, and if you're in aperture mode, this is what you use to change the ISO, I believe. I'm not 100%. I'm going to do a tutorial on it later anyway. So this is what the camera looks like basically. Here we have the kit lens. This is my very first kit lens purchase. I mean, not that I bought it, it came with the camera, but all my other boxes were like this big because it came with just the body only. Here's the kit lens, 18 to 55. We have the cheap cap here. I think the 50mm 1.8D also came with a cheap cap like that. All right, let me put this aside. This is where you have all the accessories. AV cable for video. One of the reasons why I bought this camera is to test out the video because it's 60 frames per second at 720p, and you know, 60 frames is really good especially if you want to do like slow motion stuff. So if the ISO performance is great where I could do this, where I could make videos at night, this camera is a keeper basically. All right, I really like this here. Nikon D7000 had the same charger where you don't have the wire, so nothing's gonna get tangled. This is good. The battery is super light. Wow, this is really light. And I gotta be honest with you, I have no idea what this is. And I don't want to make something up and say, oh, this goes on a strap or something. I have no idea what this is. I'll have to check the manual. Strap, your USB cable for transferring data. I guess I'll just take a couple of pictures and show you guys exactly what's in the box.
All right, here's a quick shot with D3200. I had a shoot this morning at a daycare center, bunch of kids, really stressful. Anyway, I obviously did the shoot with my regular camera and my other lenses, but I also brought D3200 with me just to take a quick sample shots and see how it looks like. So for outdoor stuff, colors, everything looks really nice. This is edited, but I did very minimal editing. I increased the contrast just a little bit, and I added a little bit of vignetting on the corner. So you can see the corner here is a little darker. So we're more, emphasizing on the subject here. So this was shot with 50mm 1.8 G lens, and that's why you see the super soft bokeh. Obviously, this was not taken with a kit lens. You're not going to get this kind of sharpness or the blurry background. The thing that I want to show you guys is the resolution. This was shot at wide open at 1.8, okay? But look at the resolution, which it's pretty amazing. 24 megapixel, pretty solid. Now I thought it was gonna give me a really big file size, but it's not. In RAW, it gave me 19 megabyte file size, which is the same I get with the 7000. I believe D3200 is 14-bit, and that's why you're getting the same file size as the 7000, which is 16 megapixel. So storage-wise, you're not going to have any issues. 19 megabytes is not that, big, and after you convert it to JPEG, you're looking at maybe 8 megapixel, 9 megapixel. Okay, resolution is solid, so for landscape stuff, this is going to be a great lens if you don't want to spend an arm and a leg. For kids, yes, it's not so bad. You're going to be limited to outdoor stuff unless you purchase a speed light, but you gotta purchase a prime lens or a fixed aperture 2.8 lens. Kit lens is just not going to cut it. So stay tuned for my in-depth tutorial. I'll review this as well, and I'm also going to do a video test of this camera because that's why I purchased this. And if ISO performance is good enough where I can shoot videos in low light indoors, I am definitely gonna keep this lens, and I'll share whatever my experience is with this camera. Alright, hope all is well. Yes, I forgot one extremely important thing. This, if you are shooting in RAW, this will not import. Lightroom 3 is not going to import your RAW files with D3200, and it's the same scenario with D800 and D4 as well. So make sure that if you are purchasing D3200 and you do shoot in RAW, you are going to need Lightroom 4, and that's for people who are using Lightroom. I'm not saying Lightroom 4 is the only software you can get, but I don't have other software, so I really can't tell you. But Lightroom 4 is what I needed to import this. It would not import in Lightroom 3. So be ready to spend another $150 on the software if you use if you do shoot in RAW and you shoot in you edit your pictures in Lightroom. Alright, that's pretty much it, and stay tuned for the review and the tutorial. Take care, guys.